Good day, folks. Sean here from Air Photography. Today I've got something a little bit different for you, and we're taking a look at the Himiway moped-style e-bike. Now, this is actually my third e-bike. I have a couple others that I use, and I must say I think I'm enjoying this one the most. And that's for a couple reasons. First of all, I really like the step-through because it is a moped-style bike, so you can step through it easy. And it's just a nice looking bike. All the electronics and wiring, the battery are all nicely hidden inside the aluminum frame. Sometimes these electric bikes, they just mount the battery and the controllers and everything right to the frame of the bike, and they start to look a little bit junky, but this one actually looks nice and sleek. It's rated for 330 pounds capacity, and I'm a pretty big guy, and this thing carries me with no issue at all. It's got 4 speeds on it when using pedal assist, and in the back there it's got a 700 watt brushless motor. It's got a 47 volt battery in it, and when it's completely empty it takes about 6 to 7 hours to fully charge. Now, Himiway states that you can get approximately 30 to 50 miles on a full charge depending on the weight that's being carried. Of course, if you're heavier, you're not going to get as far. I haven't fully tested that out myself yet. I've only put about 3 charges through it, but I've been extremely happy with the distance and the ride that I get for a full charge. As you can see there, it does have some nice meaty tires on it. They're 20 by 4 inch fat tire bikes, got a good aggressive tread. So as you can see in some of the clips I'm riding, the ground right now is frozen. We got a little dusting of snow on it. There's some ice, and it gets nice, good traction. I have not had any issues there. And of course, it's paired off with a nice set of hydraulic disc brakes. Definitely, if you pick up an e-bike, you want to make sure it has hydraulic brakes. Some e-bikes don't have hydraulic brakes, and it's just for safety. You want to have a good set of brakes. Now, when it's time to get some exercise, this thing is a full pedal bike, so you can pedal it around, and it's actually fairly easy to pedal. It's got a 7-speed Shimano shifter, so a good quality shifter. And the only thing is that because this bike does not have an adjustable seat, it can be a little bit difficult to pedal if you're a person with really, if you're a tall person. I myself am 5'8", 5'9", somewhere in there. I don't have a problem pedaling it myself, but if you're like over 6 foot, it might be a little bit uncomfortable. But as you can see there, it does have a nice comfortable seat. And so that more than makes up for it. I'd prefer a comfortable seat over an adjustable one. And that seat's really important because I know on my other electric bike, once I've been riding it for about half an hour, 40 minutes, you start to get a little sore. Those seats are not very comfortable. It's one of the first things I had to do when I picked it up is replace the seat on it, get something a little bit better. But even then, they're really not perfect. But this thing, I can sit on it for hours, and it's really comfortable. Just a nice, comfortable ride. It's got the BMX style handlebars there. So just nice and comfortable to use. As you can see, we have suspension all the way around it. Suspension there at the back and suspension at the front. And you can lock off the suspension at the front, and that makes it a little bit more efficient for pedaling. Of course, it's fully equipped with both front and rear lights. And like a lot of these e-bikes, the battery is removable. This one has a key lock on it, so you can lock it in. And it's nice that it's removable. That allows you to carry a second battery with you if you want to change it out if you're going for a long bike ride. But it also makes for easy charging. If you're storing this in a garage, you can bring the battery in, charge it up, and then it's ready to go next time you head out. And there's an optional front basket you can put on it, so if you want to carry some cargo, take it to the market, grocery store, pick up what you need. You got lots of storage if you need it. For me, I'll be mounting a drone bag on the back there. I'll be taking this out next summer, and the winter too, when I go out flying drones at some of my favorite spots. Now, one thing to note is that the bike is quite heavy. It comes in at 92 pounds. So if you're a person who lives in an apartment building and you have flights of stairs to go up and down, that is something to keep in mind. It is doable. I've actually been storing it down in my basement, and I bring it up and down the stairs. It's a little challenging sometimes, but gives you a little bit of a workout. It comes with all the tools needed to assemble it. Wrenches, a little multi-tool set. I don't really know what the percentages of how assembled it is, but it's pretty well ready to go. All you have to do when you get it is put the front tire on, the fender there at the front light, and attach the handlebars. All the wiring is already wired up. You don't have to connect everything. All the shifters and everything are ready to go. But just allow yourself a good hour to put it together. Now, one thing is that they don't include a lot of detailed information in the package. They give you a little booklet, but there's not a lot in there. And especially for that front wheel, there's a couple different spacers, 2 different sizes, and they're not very clear on which side goes where. I was able to figure it out, so that's one thing I would like to see them maybe add in the box, a little bit more detail about assembly. But they do actually have a really good video on their website, on YouTube, from their YouTube channel. It's a full build instructional video, shows you step by step how to put it together. I haven't actually watched the whole thing yet, so maybe they go into a little bit more detail about that front wheel. But definitely, if you're going to pick one up, give that a watch. That'll help you along. So yeah, that's really all I can say about it. I've had it for about a month, as mentioned, and I've had a ton of fun with it. We have 3 now, so we have one for everyone in the family. My wife, my daughter, they really enjoy riding them as well, and we can go on some nice rides together. The city I live in has some good trails around it, including the one I'm in now. You know, a bike like this is perfect for that. You can ride it on city streets comfortably, but also you can go off-road with it. Those tires offer good grip and good traction, so if you do want to go and do a little bit of off-roading, then you're able to do so. Now, depending on your weight, again, I just want to mention that if you have a really steep incline, most e-bikes are not super efficient going up really steep hills. Quite often you do have to use the pedals to help get you up. There are quite a few hills around here that I've been going up and down with no issue. And like I said, I'm a pretty big guy, but it's been able to get me up and down. Slows down a little bit, but nothing that I'm too worried about. So yeah, that is the Himiway Escape. Now, if you prefer a more traditional e-bike, they actually have a new one too. I forget what it's called offhand, but I'll put a picture of it up on the screen. And it's a moped-style bike as well, but it does have an adjustable seat. So if you do like the moped style, but you want to be able to adjust your seat, definitely take a look at that. Plus, they have more traditional mountain bike style e-bikes with fat tires as well. Well, folks, that's basically it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it and got some value out of it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. And we'll see you in the next one.